Let us do question number 6 of exercise 2.4. There is a narrow rectangular plot reserved for a school in Molly village. The length and breadth of the plot are in the ratio 11:4. At the rate of rupees 100 per meter, it will cost the village panchayat at 75,000 rupees to fence the plot. What are the dimensions of the plot? Now children, it is given that the ratio is 11:4. So whenever ratio of dimensions are given, so we will assume length of rectangle be 11x. We have to take common ratio to remove this ratio sign. So length of rectangular plot, let it be 11x and breadth be 4x. And we know perimeter of rectangular plot will be 2 into L plus B, that is 2 into 11x plus 4x. Perimeter is 30x. Right? Now why we have calculated perimeter? Why not area? Because it is given that at the rate of rupees 100 per meter, it will cost the village panchayat rupees 75,000 to fence the plot. Fencing means we have to, if we do something on the boundary of any 2D figure, it means we have to find perimeter. This is called fencing, right? So in fencing, we have to find perimeter. And now we are given the total cost of fencing is 75,000. Cost per meter is rupees 100. We know that total cost, how we'll get total cost? If we multiply rate with the perimeter, we get the total cost. Now total cost is given, rate per meter is given, perimeter we can find out. 75,000 divided by 100, we get perimeter as 750 meter. Right? In your previous classes, you have calculated in mensuration chapter, if you have calculated perimeter or area, if you multiply perimeter or area with the rate, you get the total cost. In the same way here, total cost is given and rate per meter is given. So we can find out perimeter by dividing total cost by rate per meter. So perimeter is 750 meter. Now perimeter, already we have calculated it 30x, right? In terms of x, we have calculated perimeter is 30x. So this perimeter and this perimeter, we will equate them. 30x is equal to 750. So x is 750 upon 30. So 0 cancels with 0. 75 by 3 is 25. So x is 25. Now we'll put the value of x, 25 in the length and breadth. We get length of plot is 25 into 11, 275 meter. And breadth of plot is 25 into 4, 100 meter. So I hope this question is clear. Whenever total cost and cost per meter is given to us, we can find out perimeter or area also. You can find out area also with this formula. Area is also equal to total cost divided by cost per meter square, then it will come rate per meter square. In perimeter it comes rate per meter. So you get perimeter, equate both the perimeters, you get x, put the value of x in length and breadth, you will get the answers. Now coming to 7th question. Hassan buys 2 kinds of cloth material for school uniforms. Shirt material that cost him 50 rupees per meter and trouser material that cost him 90 rupees per meter. Now, for every 3 meters of the shirt material, he buys 2 meters of the trouser material. It means the ratio of shirt is 2, trouser material is 3:2. So he sells the material at 12% and 10% profit. Now, after selling the shirt material at 12% and trouser material at 10%, his total sale is 36,600. He got these many rupees, 36,600 rupees. How much trouser material did he buy? So we have to tell how much trouser material he purchased in the beginning. See, let trouser material bought by Hassan is 2x meter. As in the question, it is given that for 3 meter shirt material, he needs 2 meter trouser material. For 3 meter shirt material, he needs 2 meter trouser material. It means this is given in ratio. So let the common ratio be x. So trouser material bought by Hassan is 2x meter and shirt material bought by him is 3x meter. Now cost of 1 meter trouser material is given 90. So what is the cost price of total trouser material which he has bought? 2x into 90, 180x. This is the cost price of 2x meter trouser material. Now cost price of 1 meter shirt material is 50 and cost price of 3x meter shirt material is 3x into 50, that is 150x. Now for trouser and shirt, we have CP. CP of trouser is we have calculated 180x, and for shirt also we have calculated the CP of total CP of shirt 150x. Now if he sold this shirt and trouser material at 10% trouser material, he got profit of 10%. After selling trouser material, he got a profit of 10%, and for after selling shirt material he got a profit of 12%. Now we'll find out how much profit he got. So profit percent, if profit percent is given, how to find profit? Profit is always calculated on cost price. So 10% of 180x, 10 by 100 into 180x, zeros cancel, we get 18x as the profit. And how to find, say, SP of trouser material, at what price he has sold it, this trouser material? SP is profit plus CP, right? So put profit 18x, CP 180x, you get the SP of trouser material in terms of x, 198x. Then shirt material also, for the shirt material profit percent is 12%. He sold the shirt material at 12%. It means profit is 12% of the cost price. 12 upon 100 into 150x, 0 cancels with 0. Then 15 and 10 cancels at 5 on the table of 5. 5 3s are, 5 2s are. Then 2 is divided by 12. So 12 is divided by 2, you get 6. 6 3s are 18x. So SP is profit plus CP. 18x plus 150x is 168x. So total SP of trouser as well as shirt material is 198x plus 168x, that is 366x. But total SP is given to us, that after selling the trouser material and shirt material at 10% profit and 12% profit respectively, he got the selling price as 36600. But this is also the selling price of both the materials. So we'll equate both the selling prices, because this is also the selling price of trouser and shirt. This is also the selling price of trouser and shirt. So 366x is equal to 36600. X is 36600 divided by 366. We get 100 as x. If x is 100, so therefore trouser material bought by Hassan was 2x. So 2 into 100 means 200 meter. And shirt material bought by him is 3 into 100, 300 meter. So this was question number 7. I hope this is clear. Now coming to 8th question. Half of a herd of deer are grazing in the field and 3/4 of the remaining are playing nearby. The rest 9 are drinking water from the pond. Find the number of deer in the herd. Herd means collection of, when herd is a collective noun. When many deer are there, so we call it herd. So let total number of deer in the herd are x. Now question is number of deer grazing in the field. It is given that half of the deer are grazing in the field. If we have assumed that number of deer are x, so its half is x by 2. It means number of deer grazing in the field is x by 2. And how many remaining deer will be there now? Total is x, half is grazing, so x minus x by 2, that is 2x minus x by 2. So remaining deer are also x by 2. Now number of deer playing nearby, 3/4 of the remaining. So whatever remaining deer are there, that it's 3/4 are playing nearby. So 3 by 4 of x by 2 is 3 by 8x. And number of deer drinking water are 9. So according to question, now number of deer grazing in the field, playing nearby and drinking water, their sum will be equal to total number of deer. So these deer were grazing in the field, these deer were playing nearby, and these deer were drinking water, and their sum will be equal to the total number of deer. Now to solve this equation, x will be transposed to left and 9 will be transposed to right side. It becomes minus 9 and minus x. Now we'll take LCM. So x upon 2, 8 divided by 2 is 4, and 4 into x is 4x, plus 8 divided by 8 is 1, 1 into 3x is 3x, 8 divided by 1 is 8, 8 into x is 8x. So 4x plus 3x is 7x minus 8x upon 8 equal to minus 9. So 7x minus 8x is minus x upon 8 equal to minus 9. Minus minus cancels, so this 8 will go to that side. We'll get x is equal to 8 into 9, 72. So total number of deer are 72. Right? So this was question number 8. Now coming to question number 9. A grandfather is 10 times older than his granddaughter. He is also 54 years older than her. Find their present ages. Now, naturally, granddaughter is smaller than grandfather, so we always assume the smaller thing as x. So, smaller age is of granddaughter, so we'll assume let granddaughter's age be x years, grandfather age will be 10 times of his granddaughter's age, so it becomes 10x. It is given that grandfather is 10 times of his granddaughter's age. So if granddaughter's age is x, grandfather age will be 10x. It is also given that grandfather is 54 years older than his granddaughter. So what is grandfather age then? X plus 54. So these both are the ages of grandfather. So we'll equate these ages. X plus 54 is equal to 10x. This is given in terms of times, and this is given in terms of more than 54 years more than or older than his granddaughter. So x plus 54 equal to 10x. So we'll transpose x to the left side. 10x minus x is 54. 9x equal to 54, or x equal to 54 by 9. That is 6. So granddaughter age is 6 years and grandfather's age is 10 into 6. 10 times. Grandfather was 10 times of his granddaughter's age. So 10 into 6 makes it 60 years. So grandfather's age will be 60 years. Coming to question 10. Aman's age is 3 times his son's age. 10 years ago he was 5 times his son's age. Find their present ages. Now let Aman's son age. Son is smaller than Aman. Aman is the name of father. So Aman's son is smaller than his father. So let Aman's son's age will be x years. Aman age is 3 times of his son's age. So Aman's age will be 3x years. 10 years ago their ages will be, 10 years ago means 10 years back. Son's age will be x minus 10 and Aman's age will be 3x minus 10. Condition is Aman's age 10 years ago will be equal to 5 times his son's age 10 years ago. So 3x minus 10 equal to 5 times x minus 10. So opening the bracket 5x minus 50 and then transposing, x will come to left side and constant will go to right side. We get minus 2x equal to minus 40. Minus minus cancel, x is 20. 40 by 2 is 20. It means son's age is 20 years and Aman's age is 3 into 20. Because Aman was 3 times of his son's age. So 3 into 20 is 60 years. So this is Aman's age, this is son's age. So this completes your exercise 2.4. Thank you so much.